That's better. Hi, I hope you have a wonderful day so far. Very windy outside today. So I'm cooking dinner, and while I'm waiting for it to be cooked, I am just doing this. So let's keep it under 30 minutes, hopefully. Again, so let's talk about the title today is why practicing every day is better. I talking to a mom today when I was waiting for the kids as the ice skating. Um, and then so there's a mom next to me. We're talking, and then she was compliments on my daughter, and like how comfortable she is with herself on the ice today, and so we have a conversations here and there, and then she was talking about looking for the different activities, and I was talking to her and sharing with her the martial art we doing, the piano and the soccer and other stuff. So and she do swimming. So she and I, so we on the same page of keeping our kids is busy and other stuff, right? And then so the conversation was to why do we have to practice every day? And when I talking to her and I asking her, she say, so which one is better? I show her the selling martial art and the jujitsu martial art because, like we living close by. And so I just give her the option that what I really like so far for my kids. And she asking me, which one do I choose? Which one should she try? And I say, it depends on what your purpose and what your goal is. And she was like, yeah, I want to practice on balance and and disciplines. So jiu-jitsu and selling martial art are two different type of practicing. Like martial art selling is about discipline, is the way they teach is very toward to discipline. The tissues is more about fun and kids and other stuff. And then so I say, it depends on what your goal is, what your purpose of putting in her into, like, are you looking for, being master of something, or you just want to have fun, or you just want to be disciplined? So I asking her, and she was like, she has the goal, but at the same time, I'm sharing with her, and she was like, you know what? Most of the time, as a parent, we don't thinking that way of why we're just putting our kids into activities because they want them to stop playing with the screen, like games and TV, and keep them busy. That's all the parent want. Parent never think to the toward to that directions of why do I want to put my kid into the sport activities and keep them active, keep them busy, or what? To be honest, is more than that. Is more than just being active and keep them busy away from TVs, away from sitting down and playing game. Yes, Tiberius. Okay, just tell her mommy is busy right now. It's okay. Just let her know. Just let her know that I am on my piano press sections. Okay. Thank you, con. Yeah, my daughter taking shower. My son is doing his homework, and so she needs some help, but it's okay. And I talked to her, and she admitted is like most of the parents, like all do, that put our kids into martial arts, just keep them busy, keep them active, but never think deeper why, because why we put them into those, and what is the other more than, but there are more benefit of the sport and everything you do have the benefit into it. And then she was like, oh wow, we didn't think it that way. And I share with her, and it just hit me that she knows like practicing every day is so important, that she knows that practice is the way to get master of something, but we cannot practice once a week, we cannot practice twice a week. We have to practice daily in order to get better at something, because it's not only for memorizing, it's for the muscle. Because one day when you practice, when you focus and practice the right way, you're getting better every single day. And if you practice for today and then you take a break for 2 weeks and then you come back, your muscle, your memory is already lost, because you have a short memory. That is because you don't have transfer that into the long-term memory. And when you transfer that into the long-term memory, it's gonna stay longer. It's more benefit for remember longer. But somehow if we practicing, and if we and when I talk about this with her, it's just hitting me that even though we're practicing every day, doesn't mean that we're transferring it into the long-term memory if we're not trying purposely doing that. Because this morning when I'm teaching my brother, my son, he practicing piano for a long time, but he still don't remember. He able to read the note and play on the key, but he not able to tell me the name of the note. And then I went through with him with the flashcard one more time this morning, and he forgot them all. And I was like, okay, you know what? I did not do this every day. And slowly he forgetting it, like, so there are way of, I don't know how to do this yet, but I read somewhere that there are way you can transfer your short-term memory into the long-term memory, and there's a way of practicing it. And the only way you do is that you either do it daily, or you have to do it in order for you to remember. You have to do is like in a period of time. For example, you learn the new things and you sit down, you're practicing again, and then a couple hours later you're practicing again, and then a couple hours later you're practicing again, and then you walk away. The next day you come back, you're practicing again, and then you maybe 2 days you come back and you're practicing again. The same thing, repeat that over and over in order for you to remember, you register to the long-term memory, and that's how staying. That's why daily practice is better than practicing, like once a week or twice a week, or maybe practicing all the big chunks and then leave and then come back in 2 weeks later. Is that because, like, there are things that register in your short memory that is not transferring to the long-term memory, that is not staying. Even though my son learned how to read notes and everything for a year already, but not purposely practicing on the note itself, somehow when he look at it, he don't remember it, either not fast enough, or he had to recall it. He had to go and search for it. But if he read in this book, he will remember it. So there's a connections, and the only way for him to respond faster is that I have to do it every day with him. And when I talked to the mom there today, she totally agreed with me. That she said, like, yeah, you're right. We not talk like that, but somehow that's what we do. If we want kids, we want to remember something, we have to practice that daily. And there's a way to transfer from short-term memory to long-term memory, short-term memory to the long-term memory. And that's why, like, I really believe that practicing every day and get better. And to be honest, I do it with my son for 1.5 years already, and it's get better every day. It's not getting worse. The only thing is that because sometimes we have to recall things, otherwise it's gonna slowly losing the memory of it, and you cannot recall it anymore. And that's why once in a while I have to pull this out and working with him again. And that is when like this morning, I recognize that he not able to do that. I have to keep recording, especially with the young kids. They don't have the way to memorizing things, and they need the structure of rememorizing it. And if they're not able to have the structure themselves, or parent doesn't know how to, the simply way is this: just daily practicing every day, just trying on it until one day it's become natural, just like the timetable. right? The only way we remember because we go through it over and over and over again. And here and there, once a while, we repeating ourselves, doing that much and keep recall that long-term memory back. And it just keep reminding us. And then that's how we remember longer with the timetable. All right. So to me, like daily practice is one of the best. You don't have to do as long, like half an hour, 2 hours. That's way better if you have time to do 2 hours of practicing on something. Or I'm sure if I have 2 hours of practicing on piano, I will way, way, way better than by now, right? But if I don't have time, you don't have time again, right? 15 minutes every day is still getting better than nothing. That's it. All right, so let's practice the same piece again for 5 minutes, and then I will do the new one when I turn this off, okay? Even though I'm practicing this every day, I'm still not able to move my finger correctly yet. So, not good. Not really good. Anyway, let me try the new song for you right here. All right, that's 5 minutes is over. I will continue practicing new songs, and I will get back to you tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, if you want to create a new habit or learning something new, just like me, we don't have much time, but that's if 15 minutes a day is the only thing you have, I hope you still put into it and don't stop and don't let it discourage you that not enough time. Whatever it is, 5 minutes is still enough time. 10 minutes is still enough time, and 15 minutes even better than 5 minutes. So if you're able to pull out 15 minutes a day, like I do, to do it and try to show up every day, even though it's not going to be consistent. And if you cannot find time consistently, like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. every night, like I do, you can do any time during the day. And that is what conversation I had with the lady with the Renmore a couple of days ago. And she said it doesn't have to be at the same time all the time. You can do it anytime in the day, even though it's at 12 a.m. in the morning, and that is the only time you have and you're able to afford to do it. Do it. Don't stop, because the routine, the new habit needs time to practice, and it's only once a day. And if you do that daily enough, it will become a good habit for you. And that habit is not only for that one purpose, it's gonna transfer into the new one. So I hope you gonna do it. If you have something in mind you want to do for a long time and not able to pull it off yet, or if you pull it off and you're not able to be consistent and you're not able to show up and do it, and if you keep let life take over and stop you and giving up. If you really want to redone it, I hope that you can join me one day that keep repeating this until the end of the year. So I hope that you're able to join me and continue doing this and learning new habit together, whatever you want to do. Our goal here is not about doing piano or create a new habit. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do, and you're not able to pull it off, if you're not able to be consistent, show up with me and do it together. And hopefully by the end of the year, we're going to be successful together and have something to cheer up for. All right, so I will see you tomorrow. Not the same time. I keep saying the same time, but you know what? It's really difficult for me for the past couple of weeks to be consistent at 8 o'clock p.m. And I like being flexible. And if I have to do it again, if I have to do it at 10 p.m., like yesterday, I do almost 9 p.m. And sometimes I have to do it 10 p.m. I still have to do it. I will do it. And even though this morning I was thinking of doing it at 6 a.m. in the morning, but I didn't want to wake up my kids, so I decided not to do it. But if I have to do it at 6 a.m. in the morning, I'm still doing it. And the only reason why is because I want to be consistent. And the only way I am getting there is practicing every day. So I hope you will join me sometime. Have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow.